The heat island effect is a phenomenon where we have cities or urban areas that are hotter than their surroundings. And there are multiple reasons for that. It's basically how we build cities. It's the fact that we have much less vegetation in cities, that we have a lot of heat-absorbing materials like concrete and asphalt, and that we design cities with urban canyons that really trap heat in them. So Pen4C has created this collaboration with the North 10 community at Hunting Park, and we've been getting feedback from them and working on developing this cooling shelter, and we're testing it at their facility and getting feedback from community members on this pilot structure.
North 10 is an organization that was founded by our founder, Chase Limfast, some years ago. And he decided that he wanted to go in a neighborhood that was really underserved and left abandoned. So really our pillars are economic development, it is education because our children are here all year round, it is health and wellness, we're building a community health center, and as always, it's making sure that the people at the heart of what we do. So we know that heat islands are issues around the city. Unfortunately, right here where we serve in the East Tioga area, it gets hotter here in the summertime than other areas. So we decided why not create something where people can comfortably sit and be outside, but the heat won't bother them because it affects their health. So this is how we came up with the idea of a cooling station.
So there's a few components to that, how this is actually providing cooling. First, simply the fact that it's shading you from the sun, so that's already a huge benefit. Then the bench is actually a cooling bench, which means the surface is cooled by pipes that are embedded in it, and those pipes are being cooled with the heat pump that is powered by the solar panels that are on the roof of this. So your body is directly losing heat to the surface of the bench rather than to the air around you. The other way we're doing it is if you're in a standing position, over there we have those radiant cooling panels. Those you don't have to touch, you just stand, and the fact that you're exposed to them means your body is losing heat to them through infrared radiation. In this specific design, we're combining these different technologies together, and everything is energy autonomous. You don't need any external energy source because basically it works when there's sun, and that's when you need it, right? So the solar panels provide you the energy exactly when you need cooling, which is during the time the sun is really intense.
At an individual level, there can be health impacts. So if you have chronic illnesses, for example, cardiovascular illnesses that are exacerbated by being exposed to heat for long amounts of time, that can be worsened if you live in a heat island or if you are exposed to heat waves and don't have relief in your home for longer amounts of time. If you have asthma or other things that might be exacerbated in the context of heat for long periods of time, you too might be more vulnerable at an individual level. There are also public health issues that are exacerbated by heat. So for example, there are associations between higher heat and firearm crime and violence, which are sort of other larger public health problems.
My background is public health, and we realize that very disadvantaged communities of color are always the ones that have all these inequities, and part of that issue is health inequities, right? As we know, which you may not know, this area has one of the highest asthma rates among youth, right? African American men lose their limbs more than other race. This is the highest district that we're living in, right? So we kind of look at the social determinant of health model that says people are not healthy because of all these reasons. So we need to work hard to see how can we push back on the determinants. So my hope is that this project will be another opportunity, even if it's just as simple as sitting in a cool space, to make sure that someone is feeling safe and they're feeling better. When you feel better, your health is better.